Hey everybody, so we wanted to do a video about why full-time RVing is not for us. So I know it's the cool thing right now to pack everything up or sell it all and just buy that motorhome or buy that Airstream or buy that travel trailer and just go and be free as a bird. But that's just not for us. So, and here's a couple of reasons why. We have 6 reasons why full-time RVing just isn't for us right now. So the first one is something that's very important to us. We don't talk about it much because this is kind of a travel vlog, but the first one is church. So we're very involved in our church. We really like our church. I guess it would be considered like non-denominational Christian church. And I'm volunteer leadership there, so I really enjoy that. We have a real sense of belonging there. Obviously, you could go to church anywhere, but to get that sense of belonging and that sense of fulfillment that I get serving at the church and attending that church regularly, I think would be really tough to find on the road.
Yeah, it would be. When we really love our church home and the friends we've made there. So that would be hard to not have that in our life every weekend.
Exactly.
All right, so the next one's family. We are close here in our home. We're really close in relationship to our my family. We have a lot of help with childcare, and we're so fortunate. We know that's not everyone's situation, but having family so close by to see frequently and to help us out. I mean, it takes a village. It's true, and we're very blessed to be in that situation. So it would be very hard for us to not be close to family.
Yeah, and I know like the little ones stay with grandmother and aunt and uncle from time to time, and just watching Townley cook and learning how to cook and doing things like that, it's just something that we wouldn't get on the road. And handing down those traditions, I think is really cool.
Yeah.
Family is important to us.
Yeah, there's a lot of life lessons they're learning from family that we aren't able to teach them that are just so invaluable to us.
That's right. All right, number 3. So number 3 for us is our community. So we live in a small town, and that certainly has its advantages. You know, we have our places we like to eat. We have our routines that we like to get in. You know, I'm sure some people would consider routines a rut maybe, but I don't really see it that way. I see it more as a routine of where we like to eat, where we like to shop. We have connections around town that we know of people that if we needed to get landscaping done, or if we needed a job done that we couldn't do ourselves, we know those people. And it's just nice to have that sense of community. You know where to go if you need anything. There's all kinds of different peoples in all walks of life that can help you, and you can also offer help to them. So again, it's that sense of belonging that I think would be really hard to find on the road. So
yeah, it wouldn't. We hear the term a lot, our tribe, and our tribe is definitely here in our hometown, and we love having those friendships and being so comfortable and knowing so well where we go for what, and that's just a huge plus for us. So. And
kind of community and church kind of go together because it's kind of the same thing. We have a lot of friends at church, so we would lose all of those friends, and I don't think I would enjoy that.
Right.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. So the next one that we felt very strongly about was schools. So when we decided to become parents, one of the things we decided was that we wanted our kids in a classroom setting, meeting new friends every year, and having different teachers every year. That was just something that was a personal decision for us. And so our kids are in public schools, will be when they're old enough, but Townley's old enough. So they're in school now, and we know homeschooling is something that works for people who live in the RV, or live in their RV. And while we think that's amazing, and we 100% support that, that's just not for us. So that's a reason that we don't live in our RV.
Yeah, exactly. I think just learning to deal with different walks of life and different people is also a huge advantage for them once they get out into the real world. You know, we're raising adults. We're not raising kids. So our mentality is that we're raising adults, and dealing with different situations is something they encounter more in public schools, and I think it's going to come in handy one day.
Yeah, that just works for us right now.
Number 5. So number 5 is our jobs. And I would say that we're relatively content in our jobs. We're always looking for room to grow, but you know, our salaries are okay. We don't have a problem there, and you know, no one's making millions of dollars, but you know, it's not an issue. We're not craving more somewhere, I guess. We have no commute, which I know for a lot of people is a big deal. Literally, we never have traffic going to work. We got about a 15-minute commute. I mean, that's a big deal. And I realize other folks don't have that luxury. And yeah, I mean, our jobs are, we get a little sense of fulfillment from our jobs, all right? And so we're not looking to change that situation at all.
Right. We're happy where we are. We're content with our jobs, and we're very fortunate because we've been in jobs before where we weren't the happiest. So we're very thankful for and blessed for where we are in our careers right now. All right. So the last reason that we choose not to live in our RV is space. And this may be more mine than Corey's, but we just prefer a little extra elbow room. Our house isn't huge, but it's perfect for us. We have just the amount of room we need. The kids have their own rooms, and we really like that. Again, it's a personal choice. It's perfect for our family, and I feel like living in an RV just may not be quite as I don't know, fulfilling, and we may not enjoy it quite as much if we had to bump elbows a little too often.
I don't disagree at all. I think that we do like our space. The one thing I would say is I always have, and for several months now, I've had this real sincere craving to simplify, not necessarily, you know, hop in an RV and sell the house, but whatever's in the house, just simplify it to the basic needs. We certainly have more than we need, and I don't know, sometimes it's kind of tacky in my opinion, but the want to simplify is there. But as far as like our house, I mean, I like the elbow room, honestly. It's nice, and we go in RV anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're not RVing. We still get to go, and we still get to enjoy that closeness, that togetherness of basically sleeping in the same room. And you know, if it rains and you don't have a choice, you have to hang out with each other. And I think it's fun. I think it's great. That's very fulfilling.
Yeah, I agree. It is fun, and I think that's part of why we call ourselves Wandering Weekends, because we're not in our RV all the time. We wander really just on the weekends for the most part.
That's right.
That's, you know, our corporate weekdays and our wandering weekends.
Now, all of this said, we're definitely not going to rule it out in retirement age. I think Brooke and I have both said that, you know, once we are comfortable with the kids, once they're comfortable with us being away, now grandbabies and all that stuff, we don't know what that's like yet. We may want to stick around and not full-time RV even then. But I definitely get the appeal. I know it's sexy. It looks like it's just, like I said in the beginning of the video, you're just free as a bird. You get to go wherever you want. And I think that I definitely see the appeal. So if you're out there full-time, and we're not talking bad about you
it looks super cool.
It looks super cool. It's just not for us right at this second. In this season. That's right. This season of our life is just not for us. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Our channel's really growing, and we're really humbled by that. It's still a small channel as far as YouTube is concerned, but we really appreciate the subs, and we'll try to continue to put out great content. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
See ya. Hey, we're closing in on 500 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button and help us get there. Thanks, guys.